Be ready, 10 seconds to go. Start. I am thankful to the organizers of this international exhibition on low cost housing for inviting me to inaugurate it. The exhibition, perhaps the first of its kind, focuses attention on one of the most pressing problems of today, the problem of housing. There is shortage of houses everywhere. Nearly all the countries of the world today are faced with the problem of constructing more and more houses to cope with the increasing demand. A reasonably comfortable house providing shelter against the inclemencies of weather and affording room for necessary rest and leisure is an elementary need of mankind. It is clear that if the present need is to be met to any reasonable extent, houses will have to be built on a huge scale. This is possible only if the cost of construction and of materials for building a house is brought down to a level which would be within the reach of a person of average means. It is therefore appropriate that this exhibition should be called an exhibition on low cost housing. Generally speaking, housing sounds like an abstract idea, although houses are made of such substantial material as brick and mortar. I believe one great contribution of this international exhibition will be to bring the problem of housing into the region of the concrete. The many exhibits displayed here are its unmistakable proof. You will agree that when it comes to bringing together in a practical way the existing knowledge on house building and design and to translating that knowledge into actual houses, this change in outlook would necessarily represent a great advance over the present position. This exhibition will provide a forum to professional men to exchange ideas and enable them to see the methods which have already passed the test or are still engaging the attention of planners, engineers, and architects. To the layman who is in need of a house, this exhibition is bound to provide a goodly choice to select from. This choice will be real in so far as every house exhibited in this exhibition costs less than rupees 5,000. Besides demonstrating the various types of houses built from different materials, this exhibition will also stimulate proper interest in housing, not in the abstract problem of housing as such, which might be an alluring subject of discussion, but in houses themselves, houses promising roofs on top and cozy shelter within. I particularly welcome the broad auspices under which the exhibition has been arranged, as the problem of housing is common to all countries and human beings all over the world need houses to live in. It is only proper that such a venture should take the shape of an international forum for the common good of all. I am told exhibits have been received from many foreign countries, including Burma, Ceylon, Australia, Finland, Germany, Austria, Indonesia, Israel, Singapore, Thailand, Sweden, Italy, the Fiji Islands, and the United Kingdom. By convening an international seminar on housing under the auspices of the United Nations Technical Administration, this exhibition has not merely added to its status but greatly widened its scope. This seminar, in which experienced architects and engineers from many countries are participating, will discuss such important subjects as improvement in building materials, construction methods, and programs for housing, etc. This will be followed by discussions by the Inter-Secretariat Working Party of the E-Cafe, which is meeting in Delhi this month. As a result of all these discussions and valuable exchange of ideas, let us hope it will be possible to pull the experiences of the participating countries and adopt models which would result in bringing cheap and comfortable houses within the reach of the common people. As I have said, a house is one of man's elementary needs. Ever since the dawn of civilization, or maybe even before that, when man, like beasts of prey, lived in the open, the need of some kind of shelter was felt by him. There was a time when the improvised shelter offered by bushes and trees satisfied his need. In places where trees did not grow, a rock hideout or a cave or the shade of any projecting cliff answered his simple requirements. As time passed and man learned to manipulate the twigs and branches of trees, he found leafy huts rendering better service to him. Gradually, he began to thatch and plaster these huts with mud. And so man went on progressing, improving upon his craftsmanship and selecting better and better building material till he found himself capable of raising such gigantic structures as the pyramids of Egypt. Although throughout this long stretch of time, known to us as the historic era, man has been familiar with the art of construction and has been responsible for raising structures of all kinds and sizes. The need of the common people did not receive the attention which it deserved. It is at once the duty and the privilege of us all living in this democratic age to think of housing and housing needs. Stop.